Alan, you've got worms.
Again. Again, Thomas, we've got worms again. Right, all this video is about is, we have touched on it before, about keeping worms and what we do with as worms and how we prepare them. So I thought I'd just do, you just caught me, we were just going to start doing some filming, and I'm just obviously in back room at the moment, finishing my casters and bagging some worms up as you've come in. So I thought this would be the perfect opportunity just to go through what I do with my worms and how I prepare them for fishing and how I keep them, because a lot of people still don't know how to keep them properly and for a matter of time, especially like yourself and that who's just been to Ireland, fortunately, for a week, eh?
Lovely,
on
mate.
holiday.
Absolutely loved it.
So this is what I do. Right, so your worms come basically in a bag like that, don't they, from shop?
Yep.
So in there you've got, I don't know, kilo of worms and some muck. Them bags are fine for keeping them in short term or going to bank with and stuff like that.
Where do you store them though, short term? Because I've heard you should fridge them, I've heard garage floor.
I garage floor them. So my bench, you've been to my garage, Tom, my bench and my setup is a bit like that. So I just keep them on floor like that, either in a bag or I'm going to show you in my storage tubs as well. So basically that's how you get your worms. So my first job is I riddle all the muck off.
Yep.
So I've got my muck here, look. Well, obviously not all this, but this is what I do. I riddle my muck off, so my worms are basically like that then in my tub.
Yep. And
while I'm sorting my gear out on a Saturday night for fishing on a Sunday and that, I always do this with my worms. And it's a bit because I'm a tight Yorkshireman as well. I don't like paying 15 quid for a pair of scissors every other week. So, and it does prolong the life of your scissors, or if you use one of them whizzers as well, because all this, if you just riddle the normal muck off what comes in your sack, obviously your muck looks like that. But you've still got loads of bits of fibrey stuff, bits of wood, you know, all bits of crap in with your worms.
Yeah.
So I put them in a tub like that, riddle it off, put them in a tub, and then I just keep flicking them to the side, like that.
Yeah.
So basically then, just keep flicking them off. So basically then, I've got another pile of crap.
Yeah.
So that goes in there, like that. Take all them bit bigger lumps out. So, when I get to bank then, basically my worms, I know my worms in my muck are completely clean.
Yeah.
So, all I do now is I get another couple of handfuls of them.
That's the fine stuff that you know has gone through the riddle.
Yeah, I just put it through a maggot riddle or a pinky riddle. If it's a bit too coarse, I'll put it even through a pinky riddle. So then that goes in there like that. So when I get to the bank and I keep them in my tub, I get them out like that. But I only have to check them through a little maggot riddle once, and I know my worms then basically are lovely and clean, really nicely presented, but they chop up dead easy then. They take no chopping up, and it's basically neat worms. So when I'm at home, this is the best tub I've got for keeping them in at home. This is a Matrix one. I don't know, 7.5 litres it is, but the solid plastic with the zip lid on, with a big massive vented mesh lid on them, so they've got plenty of air in them. And this one's got my red worms in at the moment, so this one's full of horse muck and stuff like that. But I have one for my red worms, and I have a separate one for my dendras.
Yeah.
But so I keep them at home in them, like we do with the bags, just on the floor underneath my table. Yeah.
Lovely.
But when I go fishing, I swap it from that one with the vented lid, because obviously we live in Britain, don't we? And it's not nice all the time in town.
Unfortunately not, pal.
We get more rain and wind and stuff like that, don't we? So that tub is no good, in my opinion, for on the bank. It's alright for leaving in your van if you're on a commercial or whatever and it's smack at back of you and you only want to take an handful out or whatever at a time. But like when we're fishing, like you've just been in Ireland, or I'm fishing Southfield or Ferry Meadows, and you're out on a platform in the middle of water, you ain't got the luxury of being able to put them in places because you've got your vented lids. So when I'm on the bank, I use one of these. This is the Mozilla one. So this one is, and it's a nicer shape that for keeping on your
Well,
side
if it's
tray.
on your side tray better, yeah.
So you can
yeah.
put more tubs on your side tray, whereas that's a great big thing, and once that's on your side tray, you basically took your side tray up on it. So when I'm going fishing, I transfer them into one of them, like that. Then this is where the magic begins.
Carrots, sliced carrots.
Sliced carrots. 39p these from Aldi. This is what I feed them on. Because these are, believe it or not, Tom, a living creature. They're
A living thing.
They're a living thing.
What a terrible thing to lose.
I know.
It's a given thing, isn't it?
Yeah, because without your worms, you can't catch any fish. So a lot of people just take them home in the bags and that's it. Job done. And then week after they go, oh, my worms have died or whatever, so they took no care of them, looked after them or anything. We've used for years and years chopped up melon and stuff like that, but if you don't have melon, or melons are sometimes a bit harder to get hold of, they're not readily available. So, but tinned carrots are available anywhere from Asda. Any supermarket has cheap tinned carrots in. These are from Aldi. They're about 30p a tin. But the good thing with these is you can just leave half a dozen tins of these in your garage forever, basically.
Yeah.
So you've always got a bit of a supply of food for your worms. If you go on an island, you chuck half a dozen tins of them in the back of your van, and you can feed your worms while you're over there. Because
Off you go, yeah.
Because trust me, a kilo of worms and a tin of carrots like that, 2 to 3 days they'll have gone.
Wow.
As quick as that. So also what I do as well is if me muck, a lot of people the reason why the worms die is because the worms are dehydrated.
Yeah.
And that's because the soil what they're kept in is too dry.
Yeah.
You've got to keep them hydrated. They're a living thing, and that's what they need more than anything is water to keep them alive. So with my worm muck as well, just let Andy go.
Somebody's
Sorry
bought
for
some.
interrupting, gents.
You're all right, pal.
Didn't you batter Andy last week? Oh yeah, you did, didn't you? Oh yeah, you and your mate, didn't you?
No.
Told him.
No.
Got smashed.
I won't put it like that.
Get away from you, mate.
So the juice what my worms comes in, my carrots come in. I put that in my water, and so don't be afraid with this. So give your muck a good watering. You want it a bit like a dryish ground bait mix, if that makes sense. So when you've mixed it, you don't want it, so when you squeeze it there's all water coming out, but you want it nice and soft. Now you can see that, it's just balling up now.
Lovely.
But you don't want it like dust, because that is no good for your worms. So use the juice of the tin as well.
Yeah.
And make your soil a bit damper.
Yeah.
And then your worms just go in like your carrots just go in like that. I haven't had to water that soil what's in there because the juice what's in the carrots, look at that, will do it itself.
Yeah.
So that'll make that a little bit stickier anyway. But your excess and that, and keep that, because every week or every other week you need to change the soil what the worms are living in. Because that is another reason why they die. They're live animals, so what does everything live do? Shit and piss, doesn't it? And that's what they're living in.
Yeah.
So that's why they die.
Yeah.
So when you get your soil, if you've got excess, keep some in a bag. So then you can change it every week or every other week, and I'm telling you now, that will prolong the life of your worms massively.